Are you constantly getting the objection, let me think about it, you're too expensive, we don't have the money right now? Well, if you're in this situation, which you probably are, which is why you're watching this video right now, let me tell you, it's not because of a pricing problem. It's about something completely different. So tune in just for a little bit. It's going to be real quick. We are going to fix this problem for you right now, and you are going to stop hearing these problems or objections, whatever you want to call them. You're not going to hear it anymore. We're going to be running a little series here, going to be going through a couple principles and rules, or a blueprint, if you will, so that you sell more and stop hearing these objections that you just can't get past. And this isn't going to be, if I get this objection, how do I overcome it? It's not about overcoming it. The only way to truly overcome an objection is to never get the objection in the first place.
Here comes a meat wagon.
I'm getting a little bit worked up. You're going to have to excuse me because I see it happen and it just gets me a little bit boiled up. So without further ado, as they say, let's get into it and let's start solving this problem right now. So the number one reason you are going to be getting these objections, or any objection at all, is because you are not speaking with authority. And you're probably sitting here thinking, what in the heck are you talking about speaking with authority? Well, if you just slow down and give me a second, I'm going to get there. You're too impatient. Calm down. We're going to talk about it.
Is she all there? Like, mentally?
I think so. He's just an odd guy. You know, it's kind of weird.
I mean, should we be worried?
No.
All right.
No.
I'm getting a little too worked up today. I gotta apologize. I promise I'm gonna be a little bit cooler and calmer for the rest of it. So there's a reason I'm talking about speaking from authority. The reason you're not speaking from authority is because you don't actually know what your customer needs. All you know is, hey, here's my product, here's the thing I got for you, here's the commission I'm gonna get from it. You're just pushing you. You don't actually know the problem that they have, why they need you or your service or your product. All you know is what you're giving them. Because you don't know what they need, how they need it, and why they need it, that's the reason you can't speak with authority. Authority only comes from knowing the truth, and you don't know the truth because you haven't been asking questions about them. You're just trying to push your product. So I want to give you a perfect example of what I'm talking about. There's these two guys. I mean, these dudes were like literal world changers with the way they went about it. So they're going around on this campaign and literally they are closing out deals left and right. Like it was numbered like 5,000 deals in a matter of just a couple of conversations, right? Like these guys are just absolutely slinging it and killing it. And then you have some management of some other companies that are coming over and they're like, what are these two doing? Like they were ready to brawl. They corralled them up. They pulled them aside. It was like, hey, we're going to have a conversation. What are you doing? How are you doing this? So what did these two do? They start pitching them and telling them the same thing, the same way they closed the other deals, the 5,000 of them, right? Like that's all these dudes do. They start closing deals. Now, you're probably sitting here thinking this other management crew just got turned around and was like, oh my gosh, we got to hire you. Well, actually, if you don't know, the crew that I'm talking about and the story that I'm talking about is going to be Peter and John, and we're talking about Acts, and where I'm going to tell you the purpose and reasoning for authority is actually going to come from Acts 4:13. This is going to be the New King James Version. You can watch a couple other versions. You can read a couple other versions to get more or less the same gist, but the New King James Version, Acts 4:13. Listen to what it says. Now, when they saw the boldness of Peter and John, and they perceived that they were uneducated and untrained men, they marveled. And they realized that they had to have been with Jesus. So I want you to actually think about what this means. Seriously, focus in on me here. We're going to be talking about why the authority and how you speak to your customers or just people in general matters. The management, which was the Pharisees, by the way, They could tell that these guys didn't have good words. It doesn't say here they were just so mysterious. Like, no. It specifically says that they talk like a bunch of fools. Well, kind of like I'm talking right now, probably, right? So,
do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
this is important to understand. Most people, when it comes to sales and all your sales gurus, everybody tells you it's like the script, it's the things you say, it's how you say, like, that is not it. It is the authority behind what you're saying. So what I want to do, now that we've established that you need to have authority, we're going to talk about how you actually have authority in a sales situation. So, little tip for you here. I just want you to get a little percentage thing going in your mind. If you are talking about your product, you know, hey, we got the best this, we got the best that, we've been around. Yeah, see, everybody's got the best everything, right? If you're spending more than like 5%, 10% max talking about those things, you're wasting it, right? You're wasting it. Reason being, if you're speaking too much about you and your products, you're not actually finding out about them and why they need it. Leaders, if you like what you're seeing here, I've actually gone in and made a free 3-step guide that I'll put in the link below that'll actually walk you through this exact same thing that we're talking about with your team members. So it's the literal strategies that I use to help teams improve situations exactly like this. So if that's something that you want, in the link below, click in and you're going to see an email option there. Just type in, give me the free resource, and I will send it to you for free. Now back to the video. How you're going to get into why they need it, how you're going to start speaking with the authority is going to be off of these 3 things. And if you don't know these 3 things, you are not going to be able to speak with authority. They are going to feel that, and you're going to keep getting the same objections. And by the way, if you don't know these 3 things, you're not actually helping them. Maybe you've had some success. Maybe you've got some sales, but if you've gotten sales without knowing these 3 things, trust me, you just got in the way. You didn't actually do a good job, okay?
This is so dark.
So the 3 things that you need to know in any sales interaction, don't ever tell me that these 3 things aren't possible to know they are, but just stop arguing with me. So the 3 things, 3.
When it's 3, you can see it's a magic number.
What's wrong? What do they actually need? And why do they need it? Now, if you notice, all these things are about them, how it matters to them. It's not about why they need your product is because it's got the, discombobulator flex capacitator 88 mile an hour like that.
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
That has nothing to do with it, right? You need to know what the problems are. Okay? And you're only going to get that by asking questions so that you can get these answers. So the only way you're going to get these things is by actually asking them questions, again, about them. So if you're trying, like, let's say you're trying to sell a car, for example, just follow me on this one. If they come in and they say, hey, I want, that 1-ton dually over there. And you don't know that they drive 1,000 miles a day by themselves and all they care about is fuel economy, and you try to put them into that 1-ton dually, if you do get to sell, you're probably not going to get it right. But if you didn't ask the right questions, you didn't find out what they really need is not the 1-ton dually, they need the dadgum Toyota Prius, right? So we often think as salespeople, oh, they already come in knowing what they want. No. They come in thinking they know, or someone told them they had a friend, or they had another 10 salespeople before you that also sucked at their job.
I didn't expect that. That kind of hurt my feelings, but it's okay.
And they haven't actually had anybody ask them questions that matter. Is there a thing like in your group of friends or your family, is there like a thing that everybody knows to call you on? Like, I'm the car guy, so my whole family knows to call me about car things, right? Like, when they call me about car things, they're not trying to say, hey, what's the best product or who do I spend the money with? Like, that's not what it is. It's like they call asking for answers to problems because I'm not trying to sell them anything. I'm not even doing it. It's like, so are you speaking to them like you're that friend or family guru of that product where money's not even a problem. So next time you're in a sale, understand you need to speak with and from authority. And understand authority only comes from truth. Like Peter and John, they could only speak the authority of truth of Jesus. So because the truth is the ultimate truth, like that's how they're able to speak with the authority. So you are not going to speak with authority if you don't know the truth. And remember, you're not going to be able to speak from that authority unless you know what's wrong, what's needed, and why they need it. And mind you, none of those things have to do anything about you or your product or your company or all the things that everybody says it is. No. These are things about them. So unless you can appease it to them and know their problems because you've had a conversation where you've asked questions concerning them, can you speak from authority? Because when you're speaking from authority, when you're selling from authority, you don't get these questions. Watch, when you start understanding what three things truly that your customer, homeowner, client, whatever you want to refer to them as, until you know what they need, watch what happens when you start speaking from authority. It's not objection handling anymore. It's objection disappearance. Like you just won't even hear it. And you'll start hearing things like, that's awesome. How quick can we do it? How long does it take? How much money do I need to give you? Trust me, you'll start hearing also, like you'll have buying objections in the sense of, I want to give you too much money. Like, trust me, it'll happen.
Isn't very. Shut up and take my money.
Right? As a matter of fact, they'll probably start calling friends before they're done with the sale, trying to get you another sale. Right? So this has been helpful. I know it has. You can't tell me it hasn't. What I want you to do is stay tuned, because for the next handful of weeks, we are going to be rolling out the blueprint rules to making sales. Like we're talking about the actual strategic processes for you to start making more money. So right now, start asking the right questions, start solving the right problems, speak from truth and speak with authority, and watch what happens to your sales numbers. It's a great screensaver, isn't it? Old Max Verstappen coming at you. You know why he's coming at you? He's coming at you because you haven't hit the share, like, and subscribe button yet. Do it. Like, hit the... Coming at you because of you not doing your part. Is that just... Come on. Just don't worry about ducking and jiving. Just hit the buttons. Okay? The buttons. Hit them. So we'll see you on the next one. And until then, the next time, catch you on the next one.